Peaceful out here amongst the lily pads. Very peaceful. Typical Tuesday afternoon. Sure beats being stuck in the old cubicle. The joy of silence.
That was my life in the observatory, just watching the world whiz right by me. Living la vida virtually, vicariously. Somebody else is all I wanted to be. Yup, a Scooby-Doo, a Scooby-Doo.
So what's a sunrise addiction anyways? Well, for me it was quite literal. I wanted to get up as early as possible every day and catch the sunrise, whether it was out in my kayak, learning to connect with nature, and wanted to catch that first glimpse of the sun every single day. Welcome to My Jam episode 2. So this is about sunrise addiction, which was more than just embarking on my first album and my learning of the music production process. It was a spiritual exploration when I first discovered meditation, when I was first learning how to love myself and appreciate myself and discover what my soul is really here to do. So it was published under the name Twig because I was awakening to the interconnectedness of all life. This is all one big tree of life, and I am a twig, which can grow flowers on it and bear fruit and things like that. So that's where the name Twig came from. Here's the story.
But the tree had a limb, that held a branch, and the branch, that held a twig, and on that twig a beautiful flower bloomed.
Good morning! What should I do first? Wake up with Audible to learn about the universe. Better conversations, cool stuff to say. So one of the key themes of the beginning of this whole transformation was re-educating myself, from mindfulness to proper nutrition to how to get better sleep, all sorts of stuff on spirituality. I learned how to dive deep within myself and learn how to love myself and actually appreciate myself.
They should have taught you lessons you could use here in reality. Instead, you were taught about World War II and how much to pay to be free. We learned more about dead men than they knew about themselves, and not enough about you and me. Facts become non-factors and friends fade away. They should have taught you you were wasting your days. YMCA. Singing in the shower makes no sound. Turn the water off and step on out. Dry yourself off and come on down. The world wants to know what you're all about. The world wants to know what you're all about. The world wants to know what you're all about. The world wants to know what you're all about. The world wants to know what you're all about. You want stimulation to ease your frustration. You can't wait an instant for that gratification. But you may find with some quiet contemplation, the only addiction is the imagination.
So as you can see, I was really starting to love and appreciate myself. And I had been warned from my readings about this ego. This ego started to creep in, and I really started to get this idea of becoming, and the cravings grew very strong. So I worked hard to stay grounded by connecting with nature and studying and practicing mindfulness.
What about mindfulness, accepting mortality? What about something that's true? More about eating right, more about creativity, less about when our homework is due. Oh, and a little bit less about grades and getting girls. And
I tell you what, now I want some
More about shades of sunset swirls. The sky is so much more than blue.
See, yeah, that right there, that's what I was talking about.
Hearts don't get broken, only set free.
Loved it when you smiled. I hated to see you cry.
Good morning. It's 12:30. Time to start the day. See, I'm more of a morning person. I feel like I'm at my best as soon as I sit down at my desk at work. And it's like, wouldn't I rather be at my best doing what I love to do? Creating things, creating music, writing, making videos, filming myself rambling. There's something so exciting about being able to get up and not having to immediately get ready for work, as opposed to, well, I'm going to work, but I'm going to work on doing things that I'm passionate about and that I love.
If you can't grab a hold on the flow of the earth spin, slow the momentum of your resistance to friction. If you can't rise above your gravity affliction, you will never let go of your sunrise addiction.
I'd rather be at my best doing what I love to do. So that's what I did. I quit my job and decided to dedicate every morning, every bit of my energy to producing this album. And it just became an obsession. It became to the point where I was nitpicking every little detail of the music. And I cut myself off from all my relationships, even my family, which I deeply regret at this point because my family is precious to me and has loved me through thick and thin. And it was hard. It was really, really hard coming out of this to reconnect.
Well, what if black holes aren't the end, but where the stars begin? Enveloped in darkness, forced to cultivate light from within. Shooting stars are smooth to start, but eventually tailspin. We burn to shine, then burn out, and then we light up again.
So it's 2:30 a.m. Looks like another sleepless night for me. You know, when they say spiritual awakening, I didn't think they meant literally. You're literally awake all the time. But that's what the guitar's for, right?
That was my life in the observatory, just watching the world
peaceful out here amongst the lily pads. Very peaceful. Typical Tuesday afternoon. Sure beats being stuck in the old cubicle. The joy of silence.
It's in our eyes, it's in our bloodshed energy.
I was enjoying my dinner this evening, and all of a sudden I started looking at my fork. And I was overwhelmed with a feeling of gratitude for the people that manufactured this fork. And our ancestors way back when who came up with this brilliant idea to help us feed ourselves. It's quite a handy tool, and just think of all the effort and combined brilliance and willpower that went in to bringing me this fork right here. How would I eat this without this device? Would I take fistfuls of mushrooms and have them fall down all over my face? Probably. And they'd probably still be just as delicious, but it's nice to be able to eat with some dignity. So thank you, fork creators. Thank you all.
Roll down your windows and turn off the AC.
My time is winding down here in this particular studio. Thought about moving today, but just making too much progress, so I think I'll wait till next weekend. Cheers. It all starts now.
When I close the door, the mirror gets foggy. If I slip on the floor, at least you never saw me. But when the water heater breaks, who's gonna save me? Can't even pick up the phone. I'm stuck in a daydream. 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 I'm singing in the shower. I'm stuck in a daydream. I'm singing in the shower. I'm stuck in a daydream. I'm singing in the shower. I'm stuck in a daydream. Singing in the shower makes no sound. Turn the water off and step on out.
All our lives are songs. We just gotta learn to jam out. Well said, me from the past. About 9 years ago, that was. So as I approach the 10-year anniversary of this whole process, I'm just so grateful for what this taught me. It may not have been perfect. If I were to do it over again, I probably would have stayed connected to people and especially my family. But it unfolded the way it did. Maybe it was for a reason. Maybe I needed to really take that time to myself, to get to know myself. And I'm so grateful for all the people who supported me, especially my family, in getting back on my feet. I'm just really grateful to be the person that I am today. And this planted the seeds of something that's still blossoming and unfolding. And quick shout out to all the inspiring quotes in this video. They're from an app called Calm, which is a meditation app that introduced me to meditation. And I was using it throughout this whole 1.5-year process of isolation, and it was keeping me going. It was keeping me feeling connected, and it was keeping me inspired through these quotes. So phenomenal app. So grateful for that whole organization that helped introduce me to meditation and is the reason I'm still a daily meditator today. So thank you to the Calm app. And a heartfelt thank you to all those who have helped me on the other side of this to continue to grow and evolve and integrate this and develop a deep spiritual maturity. My mentor, Kristen Panic, and her husband, Frank, thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Oneness Movement for helping me deepen my awakening into full-blown enlightenment at the Tapas adventure that I took in India, and so many others who have helped and supported me on this journey, the ecstatic dance community here in Phoenix, and many, many others who I hope to get a chance to thank in later episodes as I dive deeper into this epic spiritual journey. So thank you for sharing it with me. Peace.
The tree had a limb, that held a branch, and the branch, that held a twig, and on that twig a beautiful flower bloomed. So come on everybody, put your hands in the sky and let out your mind and stretch out your spine. Reach up like a tree with your limbs up high and bring in the light to your third eyesight. Bring in the light to your third eye. 'Cause everything always is, always was, always will be alright. Just because it's simple doesn't mean that it's easy. Everything always is, always was, always will be alright. Just because it's simple doesn't mean that it's easy. Up on the cliff, I saw the most beautiful tree.